Good morning, complete men. Well, there's been a gap since the previous episode that I released, and there's a reason for that. For the last 2 weeks, I actually spent time in California, a little bit of time in Pasadena, and then Rancho Santa Fe. And that's because I was resetting myself. So I was there the first half, really structuring what I wanted to do for 2023. And I'm sharing this with you because this is something you need to do right now. As I'm recording this episode and releasing it, it's October 15th. And we are getting up to the new year. So we have roughly 2.5 months before 2023 comes around. Now is the time to start planning. So this is why I actually took some time out and just separated myself from everybody and everything, literally. I spent some time in a Chinese garden just reflecting. And this comes back to a key concept, which I'll share in another episode, which is called Wu Wei, which is an old Asian testament of the act of doing nothing, which is allowing things to come. And so I spent a number of days by myself just reflecting on what I wanted my life to be like, what I want my future to be like, and what I need to do in order to make that happen. That's exactly what you should be doing as well. And the reason why I went away for this first part without any external influence is because I wanted to create the life that I want, not what I think other people want me to have, not based on the pressures that I have as a entrepreneur, as a husband, as a father, as a son, as a brother. I wanted to have a clear mind and soul to create the life I want. That's not to say that there's other elements that are brought into this. Obviously, I'm a husband. Obviously, I'm a father. That's a core part of the life that I want to have. I want to have a strong family going forward. But I didn't want those pressures. For example, I didn't want to say, hey, look, I need to do this in 2023 because I am a father. Because that just puts too much pressure on. Once you start putting on expectations from other people, it starts to get cloudy. If you have that expectation of yourself because you truly want to achieve that, that's truly part of what you want, that's great. So again, that's why I separated myself, made a whole bunch of notes, strategized for the vision that I wanted for 2023, and actually put a plan in place for that. Now, the second part of my trip to California was to spend some time with some extremely high performers, people that were the top of the top in their industry, and I'm not going to name them for confidentiality reasons, but these are the best of the best. We're talking about people that are well known around the world, billionaires, people that are considered to be the top of their industry. And so I spent an intimate time with these individuals, getting to know them, getting to know their strategies, also getting to know their challenges and their goals, what they're looking to achieve and establish. And it was very important for me to do that because it gave me strategies. It also identified some of the challenges that they were having, I was having as well. So I was able to learn from their challenges and how they are thinking about overcoming them. Because a lot of us in the business world or just life in general, we feel like we're alone and we are the only ones dealing with this challenge. I have this conversation so many times with men. And I always tell them, you are not alone. There's probably, 50% of other guys, 50 to 80% of other guys that are in a very similar situation. And most times guys are shocked to hear that because a lot of times men they feel special because they're the only ones that face that challenge. No, and I hate to say that and I hate to take away your specialness, but you're not the only one. And that was a good exercise for me to get into a group like this and spend some time with them because it allowed me to see that my challenges weren't special either. And I was able to learn from them. So I spent a number of days with these super, super high performing individuals to do two things, obviously learn and grow, but also to raise my level of standards. That's something that's very important for you. Take a look at the people that you are hanging out with. Are they raising your standards or are they causing you to bring your standards down? So that's what I had to do. So I set the stage for my life for 2023 and going forward. I raised my standards by being associated and integrated with a group of super high performers, the best in the industries around the world. And now I feel like extremely energized to be able to tackle what I need to tackle. So here's your mind shot for today. A, spend some time on your own, whether that's a weekend or even a night, with no influences. Go out to a hotel room or wherever you want to go and plan out what you want your future to look like and how you're going to achieve it. Now, the how may not be totally available to you right now. You might not know. So don't worry about that. Focus more on the what. Then the second aspect of that is associate yourself with people that are successful, more successful than you, because that's going to give you ideas. That's going to get you motivated and driven and give you energy. So plan that out today. That's your mind shot. Pick a weekend, pick a weekday, whatever it might be, to spend some time on your own, and then also identify those key people that you can get a hold of that can help you raise your standards. I hope this helps, and I wish you the very best in 2023. Take care.